Misfit007 happened over the weekend. I also wasn't sure whether to make this video now or later because we may have an answer to this conundrum already. Unlikely, given I'm probably realistically going to be uploading this video today, but yeah. KSI versus Joe Fournier 4. And as I said, another stepping stone in the path. He steamrolled through him, he left him in the dirt, and he's moving on to bigger things. Immediately, Tommy Fury comes into effect. Now, I wasn't sure about the Tommy Fury fight. I wasn't sure if it was, I wasn't sure if I wanted it. I wasn't sure if people wanted it. You know, I wasn't sure if there was that chemistry there. But as soon as those two men got in the ring, you can feel the tension, you can see the tension, you can see the competition, the pure and unbridled masculine energy just clashing in the ring. Tommy Fury steps into the ring and looks KSI right in the eye and says, "You didn't beat a professional boxer tonight. I'm a professional boxer." And I'm not gonna lie, I've never appreciated a word out of Tommy Fury's mouth more than that. However, I digress. The night didn't go perfectly according to plan. Deji 1 versus Swarms, Chase Tamor versus Tyson Fury didn't happen. Anthony Taylor beat Salt Papi, and I'm not gonna lie, by the end of that fight I was kinda rooting for Anthony. I didn't expect it. Really, I didn't. I used to think of Anthony as a bit of a douche, a bit dickheadish, but recently I think he's just having fights. I don't think he's actually that bad whatsoever. And he managed to outbox Salt Papi. Sure, it was cheap. It was cheap. He gets Salt Papi in the clinch, and he just keeps laying into his body and his head, you know, and it was cheap, but it was the only way he could beat him. And he did it. So what are you supposed to say? 6 losses on his record. He might as well have beat Salt Papi, one of the best in the business. And now we get to KSI versus Joe Fournier. Now the fight didn't go much different than I predicted the day before. However, there was an interesting ending to it, and if you haven't seen it, then you must have been living under a rock. So the fight starts out, and JJ's faster than we've ever seen him before. He does the flybys, the same movement that we've seen similarly with Whindersson Nunes in the Kingpin tournament. Very quick, very rapid, setting the pace, controlling the ring. There was no way Joe Fournier could win this fight, and you could see that immediately. As soon as they came out at each other, JJ lands this one right hand, shakes him. From that point on, Joe looks fragile, he looks frail, and he looks scared. Just as every opponent that has fought KSI has when they've received a right hand, they realize. So then the fight continues, and JJ throws this overhand right out of nowhere. The flyby, Joe catches on to it, and then to confuse him, JJ throws the right hand. Big overhand right, square to the chin. Hits him right on the switch, and Joe Fournier starts stumbling. He gets hurt. He's shook. He wasn't going down. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't on the way down, but he was shook. One more hit, done. Lights out. So Joe Fournier decides to come in for the clinch in the most wild, huggy movement I've ever seen in my life. A big, giant, grips-in hug on JJ. Not just a, clinch, not cover up, no. Hug time. And JJ tries to throw this right hook. Realistically, JJ framed up pretty perfectly. His thought process the whole fight was pretty perfect. He goes to throw the right hook, and because Joe is already coming in, his head is in a different place. JJ's glove just narrowly misses his face, and his elbow strikes him square in the nose. Knocks him clean the fuck out. He hits the deck, and you can see it in his eyes, he don't want it. So, I guess I could just give you my opinion, or I could show you for yourself. So what do you think? Do you think JJ knocked him out with an elbow intentionally? Do you think Joe Fournier is just that stupid that he got himself knocked out with an elbow? Do you think that this is just boxing and this shit happens, and we've seen this shit happen? We saw it in a recent Eubank fight. It happens. Elbows happen. Realistically, it's illegal. You can't just let it fly like it's against the rules. It's a complete elbow regardless of the follow. JJ tries to say he doesn't believe that he did the elbow, that it's just the camera angle, you know. He believes he punched him on the right hook. And of course, in the time, adrenaline pumping, in the middle of a fight, you're going to think, yes, I hit him with a right hook. However, that's not what happened. The right hook barely touched him. And realistically, it touches the tape, the edge of the glove. If it's not the fist of the glove, it is an illegal punch and does not count as a point-scoring hit. So, JJ hits him with an illegal punch and an illegal elbow. Now, if JJ were going for a Muay Thai elbow, Jesus Christ, it was good. But he wasn't. It was unintentional, very clearly. It happens. Realistically, it's got to be a no contest. Not much more you can do about it. Now, do I think that the decision is going to be overturned because of the elbow? Do I think JJ is going to be handed a loss for this? No, not really. I don't believe that. And realistically, should we even listen to what Joe has to say after the blatant disrespect and lies he has told every commission, every sanctioning organization of these boxing events? He has blatantly lied to the face of all of these people, and now he's going around complaining about JJ lying. JJ isn't lying. JJ does believe he punched him in the face. However, it was an elbow. JJ didn't intentionally do it. You can see it, you can see it clear as day. It's non-intentional. However, what Joe has done, the lies Joe Fournier has told to push himself further in his career, those were intentional. They were intentional, and they were repeated behavior for years. Joe Fournier has lied again and again and again and again and again and again, and everyone just believes him. Should we listen to him? I'm not so sure. Will it be overturned? I'm not so sure. Anyway, I'll keep it short and sweet. If you enjoyed that video, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Ain't no rest for the wicked.